Europe and leave everybody alone. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been the thing.
Yeah, well, you're right on that count. I have a feeling your boyfriend is going to be none too pleased
Look,
about
I tried
it
to stop you, but you wouldn't be stopped. You ignored all of my messages.
Oh, so it's my fault now that I believed what you told me? My fault that I got crazy because you convinced me that I was in danger of losing the woman I love? My fault that you blew everything so out of proportion?
I did not do that. And I didn't beat Victoria. You can't lay that at my feet.
I've never hit a woman before in my life.
Well, I believe you. Maybe you just need some counseling. Look, it doesn't have to be over between Victoria and you. You could work things out, Martin.
You know, you're a really amazing person. I mean, you expect to just ask for something and have everything just blow in your direction. Is that right? I mean, you always get what you want. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? No matter who you have to step on to get it. I mean, you look real sad and you say you're sorry, but you never have had to really pay for messing up someone's life, have you? Well, lady, this time you pay.
You sure you've got the right key?
Yes, if you'll just shut up and stand still for a second, maybe we can find out.
I haven't spent this much time in handcuffs since I went with that cop in San Jose.
God, you just... Thank you. Where do you think you're going?
Gotta go pick up my dress for my shower.
No, Cece and Mason might be willing to back down, but I don't have a soft spot in my heart for Kelly, you see. I don't mind seeing you rot in jail.
Can't you threaten me later? I only have an hour to get ready for my shower.
Darling, you may not have that long. You see, Angel's ready to spill the beans about you giving the pills to Santana, okay? So you can depend on maybe foregoing your bridal shower for, say, a minimum of 3 years.
Mason doesn't see it your way.
Mason won't stop me. He may not be willing to prosecute, but I have a few friends in the Attorney General's office who'd love to have a high-publicity trial like this, darling. So either you split the take from CC 50-50, or you're going to spend the next 3 years in a blue gown with a lot of very butch women.
Oh, I'm shaking in my high heels.
I'm not bluffing, darling.
And I'm not giving you 1 red cent, Keith. No, you're not even going to have a shot at being attorney for Capitol Enterprises anymore. Not since you tried to double-cross me with Mason and Cece.
Okay, you're going to get what you want.
What are you going to do? Call one of your high-powered friends in the Attorney General's office? Well, it just so happens that Cece put his buddy into office. So go ahead, give it a try. But it won't work, because I've got Cece in my pocket as long as I have that videotape. So you're just blowing smoke up my skirt, darling. You can't touch me.
That was smart. Because I'm not Victoria. You hit me, and you're gonna go to jail.
I am not this type of a person. I do not do these things.
Of course you don't. You just feel humiliated. But going to cruise isn't gonna make it go away. Well, why don't you just leave town and give yourself
Would you stop telling me what to do? Everyone here is telling me what to do.
I'm sorry. Look, Martin, Victoria has hurt you very badly. And you just feel the need to strike out at somebody. But why does it have to be me? I mean, how guilty am I? I just told you what I thought to be true. I didn't tell you to come back here. Look, Martin, you said you didn't mean to hurt her. Well, I didn't mean to hurt you. Why can't I be given the same leniency that you've been given?
Yeah, well, I still lost her.
Well, making me lose Cruz isn't going to make it go away or make you feel better.
It seems only fair, don't you think?
Look, Martin, I love Cruz at least as much as you loved her. All I'm asking is that you give me the time to tell him that I was the one that involved you. Please give me just that much.
You know what I think? I think you're stalling. I think you know that I have to leave tonight and you're hoping that no one has to tell him.
No. I'm desperate. I'll do anything. Please, Martin.
You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to let you wonder. You know, I mean, that's all I've been doing since I came here. That's my gift to you, Eden. Will he? Won't he? What happened to your meeting?
I'm not going. I don't need to talk to the accountants. I need to talk to you.
What are you, Houdini? Now you get out of handcuffs?
Oh, Cece, this suit is no good, darling.
What?
It must have slipped your mind, but my bridal shower is going to be held here today in our home.
It didn't slip my mind. I must have blotted it out.
Well, it is traditional for the future groom to make an appearance.
Dream on.
Oh, come on, Cece. Everybody should have a chance to see the happy couple. The press is going to be here. As a matter of fact, Fiona Figg is doing a live remote from our living room.
This is my house. I don't care if Barbara Walters comes in here. I would be caught dead at your shower.
Oh, no. We can't catch you dead. Not till after you say I do.
If anybody should be worrying about mortality around here, it's you.
All right, Cece. But I never know what I might say to the press if you're not here for moral support.
You don't need moral support. You need reconstructive surgery. Get out.
I guess you're just one of those old-fashioned men that doesn't like to spend a lot of time with the bride before the wedding, before the marriage is actually consummated.
Get out.
Okay, Cece. But I'll be back very soon, and everybody who's anybody in Santa Barbara will be here to congratulate the... Cece, I am going to be back. Oh, it is our room, our house.
Oh, no. See, we timed that out perfectly.
I think we needed more rope.
What it needs is a decent burial.
Well, at least we made it home.
What's that?
Just mail. I think Jane brought it in for us when we're gone.
Let me see. Mr. and Mrs. Ted Capwell. That's us.
Well, I'm sure it's just a gushy letter from Gina. Well, I guess I should put this away now that we're home.
Home?
What?
I don't know, maybe we should have stayed in Monterey the full 3 days.
Well, we really weren't in the honeymoon spirit.
That's true. That motel certainly didn't help, did it? Can't believe Jane actually reserved that place for us. I mean, vibrating mattresses.
Heart-shaped bathtubs.
Yeah, now I think about it, I guess that... Here, that place had Gina's name written all over it, didn't it?
I think you're right.
Well, at least I won't have to sleep on the floor this time, will I?
You know, I woke up one morning and you were all curled up in this little ball with your feet practically in the fireplace.
I was cold.
You looked so... Well, I hope you don't mind sleeping in Jane's old bed.
No, that's gonna be fine. You know, Kitty, that motel wouldn't have been so bad. I mean, you know, like, if we were on a real honeymoon.
Well, we weren't.
No, I know that. I'm just saying.
Ted, you know, we are staying together, and we may get, on occasion, letters addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Capwell, but, look, we have to realize this is an arrangement, right?
Right.
There's no way that Gina can keep Brandon from you.
She's already forced Cece into marriage, hasn't she? Cece has custody of Brandon. All Gina has to do is move into that house and... Forget it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to find out why Cece's doing this.
Santana. You really believe that Cece's going to level with you?
She's already announced to the newspapers how thrilled she is about being reunited with her child. She's talking about my son. I've already lost Cruz to Eden. Well, the Capwells have taken away everything.
What did the front desk say? They said your suite is open for at least the next 2 weeks, so you're free to stay as long as you like.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What was that all about? You're supposed to be leaving Santa Barbara.
No, you promised me a lot of things, too, remember?
Martin, look at this.
I can only say I'm sorry so many times.
I am not bound to you to make any promise other than the one I've made already. You leave Santa Barbara by tomorrow, or I am going to have you arrested.
No, look. I can change, Tori. We can get it back.
Get what back?
We love each other. You both know that. But you really think you're going to find something better than what we had?
Don't ask questions that you don't want to hear the answer to.
are you?
What could he have been thinking?
Who?
Martin. I don't understand how he thought that he could do something like that to her.
Well, there's nothing to understand. There's no possible justification for what he did.
I understand how it feels when you think you're losing somebody that you love. You don't think straight. The world is collapsing around you, and you do anything just to stop it.
Oh, now come on, darling. Why would you even try to make excuses for the man?
Wait a minute. You hate Gina just as much as I do.
Yes, I do.
She must be holding something over you.
Let us just say that our wedding is not a fait accompli.
Do you have any intention of going through with this?
I said what I have to say. Draw your own conclusions.
Once you are married and Gina's in this house, she'll have Brandon under her thumb.
I promise you that will never happen.
Why does that sound so hollow, Cece?
Oh, Santa.
Maybe it's because you're the one who took Brandon away from me last time. Well, I'm not going to let you do that again, and I'm not going to allow Gina to keep me from him.
Is there anybody here can answer a phone? But crap, excuse me, please. What do you want? Hello.
You know, Brick tells me congratulations are in order. Another Capwell love match. I'm sorry.
You all right?
No, I'm not. Thanks to your aunt.
Oh, great. Now what has she done?
Well, she once told me that if she ever had the chance, she'd make sure that I'd never get to see Brandon again. Well, now your father is giving her that chance.
Dad's not going to allow that.
He's marrying her, isn't he? Even though he hates her and knows that being around her is the worst possible thing for Brandon.
Look, you shouldn't blame Mr. Capwell. It's Gina who's forcing him to marry her.
Yeah, that's pretty clear, but no one will tell me how. Or I'd move heaven and earth to stop her.
Okay. Gina has a videotape of Kelly. It's the only way she can come back here without going up on murder trial. Do you understand now?
And she won't give up that tape until she and Cece are married. And she has custody of Brandon.
Santana, I hope you will use that information with discretion.
Oh, I'm sure you would like me to.
How dare you? What possessed you to tell her about that tape? Don't you know that's guarded information?
Wait a minute here. Don't start yelling at Haley. Now, Santana, she's got a right to know.
What good has it done? Do you think it's going to help her now? Who knows what she's going to do?
What are you worried about Gina for? Who cares? Now, let Santana have a shot at it. I mean, now that we've done his work.
If Gina is pushed too far, she can ruin everything, don't you? I want to tell you something, young lady. You plan to be a member of this family. You better plan to keep your mouth shut.
I am not a maid for you anymore, Mr. Capwell.
Excuse me, but if you want me to continue to be a part of this family, don't you ever yell at my wife that way again.
And today, as a gesture of her largesse, Gina Capwell invited the entire membership of all Santa Barbara's social clubs to her gala wedding shower to be held this afternoon at the Capwell Mansion. This is unprecedented for a member of local society. Mrs. Capwell, née Blake, then widow DeMott, said she and Cece Capwell were so thrilled about their impending remarriage that they wanted to share their happiness with all of their friends and neighbors.
That was very generous of you, Widow DeMott.
It was not generosity. I was afraid no one would show up at the shower. This way I should get a nice large crowd.
You know, you should really do something about that tooth.
What I should do is probably sue the restaurant that Eden works for. But then I'd have to go to a dentist myself and get an appraisal. Ow. This stuff works pretty good. I used the whole bottle.
How many people do you think are going to show up this afternoon?
I don't know. Probably somewhere between 25 and 5,000.
I hope it's 5,000. Gina, this has to be very real. Very, very unrehearsed.
So? We haven't rehearsed.
But we have to now, like my father used to do.
It'll be a cinch.
Well, let's hope so. But before I do any of my stuff, we have to make sure everyone knows how much you can't stand me.
All right. Well, I'll be very happy because there'll be so many people there. And then you'll walk in. And I'll say, how dare you show your face at my shower in my home? Why, you despicable, Bible-thumping bimbo, get out of here. And then you'll say to me, I know what a vile, despicable excuse you are of a human being. Your life's a model of vicious, cruel, perverse behavior. Everyone in this town despises you, and I think you're all right, Lily. Can we get on to the part about how redeemable I am? You're very believable.
Thank you. Even in a creature as low as yourself, there's always something redeemable to find.
Then I'll walk to you, and I'll fall. Oh.
Okay, I can feel the pain you're going through, not only the spiritual, but the physical.
Oh, yes, it's terrible. It hurts me so much. Oh.
You know, I'm not quite so sure you have to be that pathetic.
All right. Well, just tell me when to stop. Oh.
You know, I think this whole thing is a mistake.
No, it's not, Lily. Just wait until the press gets a hold of it. It's going to be fantastic. You'll get all of your previous followers back and lots of new ones. And the right kind of people from all the best clubs. Oh, come on. Don't back out on me now. I want to do this for you.
All right.
That's a good girl. Just listen to your mother. We do have to keep one thing secret, though. We can't let anybody know that you've been living here. That way, when they see the healing, they won't know that it's a setup. All right, now, come on. Let's go do it again and do the miracle so I'll know what to expect.
Okay. There's the power of human kindness, goodness, and spirit that refuses to die, even in the most benighted of those who fall astray. Now let the glow of your soul ignite, and the fire of your faith drive out this evil shadow in mind, body, and heart. Feel the pain leave you. Feel your faith driving it away. Feel the love.
Yes. Lily, I actually felt this warm glow go through my whole body.
Okay, now you stand up slowly, carefully, and you walk around the room without
No,
pain.
really, I mean it. I actually felt something. Let's do it again. And you start over with a speech, and then I'll get up and walk around.
Okay. There's the power
Gina?
Oh. Hello, Haley.
Oh, this is perfect. You two living together now.
Oh, Lily, maybe you should give Haley and I a chance to talk alone.
Haley, I hope everything's all right.
Right? Oh, my life's been dandy ever since you've come to town.
You know, I think I'll take a shower. Before the shower.
So, Haley, how was your honeymoon?
I didn't come here to talk about the honeymoon, Gina. You need to stop doing this. You've got to have feelings for other people.
I have worked too hard and too long to get CC back. So you can just save your breath. I'm marrying him, and that's that.
Or Kelly will go to prison. Just like you were willing to let me go to jail. And now, Gina, you are letting Brandon being taken away from his mother.
You can just stop right there. I am Brandon's mother. I raised him from when he was a baby. How dare you question my love for my son? Don't you understand that Brandon means the whole world to me? He's the whole basis of my marriage to Cece. That's the whole reason for it. Is to get Brandon back so I can live with him. Now, I want you and Lily to be there with me, too. But if you're going to start questioning my feelings for my son, you can march yourself out of here right now.
I don't believe what you have to say, Gina.
There's something that we need to talk about.
Nope, I will not go to Gina's shower.
I'm serious.
Okay.
I should have never doubted you in the past. When Tori came to town, I realized that what you had with her is over. And I don't question that you love me now.
Never do, baby.
You've been so patient with me, with all my jealousy and my suspicion. And I want to tell you...
Hayden, I love you too, and I always will, baby.
Cruz.
Just a second. Yeah.
Cruz, it's Tori. I'm sorry to bother you.
Well, what's the problem, Tori?
I think Martin is planning on staying in Santa Barbara. I saw him here at the Orient Express.
Has he threatened you in some way?
No. But even after this morning, he's still insisting that our relationship is not over. I have to admit, it scares me.
All right, put yourself someplace he can't find you, and I'll deal with it.
Thanks. I'm really sorry to keep putting you in the middle of this.
Well, don't worry about it. Just lay low, and I'll be in touch. Bye. Well, that jerk Ellis still hasn't left town. Guess I'm gonna have to pay him a visit to the hotel and let him know I meant business.
Cruz,
Hey, don't start. Now, just 2 minutes ago, you were telling me you understood there was nothing going on between Tori and me.
Oh, yes, I
You want me
do.
to let that guy have another crack at her?
No.
All right, then.
called off the wedding.
I can believe Gina's capable of doing something that despicable. Thank you.
Sure. Well, she gives CC very little choice.
Mrs. Castillo, the messenger just delivered this.
Thank you.
Shower invitation, no doubt.
It's from a lawyer.
About your divorce?
He's representing Gina. She says she will take legal action if I try to see Brandon once she and Cece are married.
Santana, she's bluffing. She's just trying to get your goat.
I'll kill her. I'll kill her.
Santana.
Daddy, hi.
Hiya, sweetheart.
You never come here.
Well, I wanted to get away from home. All hell's breaking loose. And you'd be surprised if once I go to see my daughter.
I need this.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Why? Is something wrong?
No, you don't need any more problems than you already have.
I'm okay. Got some papers for you to sign.
Oh, so you come to see me, huh? Strictly business.
No. This is just a little side dish.
I'm the entree?
You bet.
What are these?
I am making you Senior Executive Vice President of Capwell Enterprises. Henry Matthews and Granger and Paris will report directly to you, and you're required to attend all the board meetings. Think you can handle that?
Are you kidding?
Well, what? Yes? No? What?
Yes.
Okay. Sign all 3 copies. Come on. I don't think Mason's going to be too pleased, so don't flaunt it at him, okay?
Of course I will.
What?
I won't. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You deserve it.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
Daddy, do you think that Gina's going to be able to demand getting you to marry her?
Well, baby, that's one battle that's not over yet. However, there is one battle I have lost. It seems that Lionel has absolutely legal right to go plowing through our house with his prehistoric dig. I've had Reinhold and Rosenthal check things out, and the state can claim eminent domain with anything that's prehistoric find.
Well, that's crazy.
Well, did I ever say life was fair?
No.
Tiles in there are only material things. They can be replaced. And Lionel, well, I hate him for doing it, but it'll pass. The only thing that bothers me is every day I lose not spending with your mother. And that matters to me, because that you can't get back. So that makes Gina a top priority, doesn't it?
Well, you win, because you have to.
You ever known me to give up easily?
Never.
Tell me something. Do you think I get some help from Cruz?
Cruz, yes, sure. What, police investigation?
No, darling, I'm not talking about the usual police channels. I'm talking about something with a little more skullduggery than that.
I don't understand.
He was in the International Secret Service, wasn't he, at one time?
Yes, but that holds a lot of bad memories for him. I mean, we had a bad experience in Europe. I mean, that's where we met, on a train, the Orient Express.
Oh, yes, you never told me much about that.
Do I have to confess everything to my father?
Well, you should, but you don't have to. Darling, listen to me. I have to explore every avenue and every tactic in order to keep Gina from forcing this marriage. You see, she's not behaving in a very ethical manner. I can't afford to either.
Well, are you asking Cruz to do something illegal?
No, I don't want to do it. I just want him to come and talk to me. You see, it's... I've heard of the kind of operations that he was involved with, and I want to tap that expertise. I believe he knows methods, ways of getting information, ways of dealing with people that might not be too constitutional, but still get results. Like, I want him to get our tape back. I want to turn him loose to do that. I want him to get our Kelly back. I want to get that murder rap off her back.
I hope he does it for you.
Well, he will if you turn your magic on him.
I don't know about that, Daddy.
What is this, beautiful? Doubt?
I've just done some things I'm not too proud of.
Such as?
Oh, don't make me confess.
Honey, who hasn't done things you aren't too proud of?
I might lose Cruz, Daddy.
No, you won't. He's not a fool enough to let you
No,
go.
Daddy. I'm the one who's a fool.
Eden, listen to me. Every man doesn't always do the wisest thing. I mean, he does make mistakes. That is the human condition. You know, it's a funny thing. I told you before that life isn't fair. Well, I meant it. But at the same time, I really absolutely believe that you can make your own luck. I mean, life can toss everything at you. You can turn it around, you come up smelling like a rose. But you have to have strength. You have to have determination. You have to withstand all the battles and all the setbacks and all the problems. And then you're going to reach your goal. And Gina, though, she's something else. She's a major irritant, you see. She's a major problem. Ultimately, I will decimate her. And I'll marry your mother. And we'll get Kelly back. And Gina will be nothing but a rotten memory.
I believe that, too.
And you, my beautiful daughter. You'll win the man you want. You'll get Chris back. I know how much you love him. I've seen how you two look at each other. I've heard how your voice softens every time you even talk about it. You'll get him back. It may not be easy. But I never said that life was easy.
You know something? That's the last drink you're gonna have in Santa Barbara.
Maybe, maybe not. This isn't the old West. You can't run me out of town by sundown.
The hell I can't. All Tori has to do is say the word and boom, you are in jail on assault charges.
You know, you owe me a break.
How do you figure that?
Why do you think I came here?
To try to get Tori back? And since your methods have obviously failed, there is no reason for you to be here now.
If I hadn't been set up before I ever got...
Excuse me. You were set up?
That's right. By a very elaborate little song and dance about how you and Tori were hot and heavy again. That's why I jumped on the first plane back here.
Who told you that?
You're the detective? You shouldn't have to look too far to find this person who, so caught up about your past with Tori. Happy hunting.
So you just couldn't leave it alone, could you, Terrence?
Oh, no, I couldn't. You know, I tried, but I couldn't. Then again, maybe if you told me what it was, maybe I could.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that you've been gunning for Tori and me a long time, but I thought you were going to let it rest.
Now you got me. Is this where Alan Funt comes in?
You get some kind of sadistic pleasure in hurting as many people as you can. Did you see what he did to her?
Who? Did to whom?
Well, I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you, Keith?
Ain't this something, honey?
The place looks terrific.
Well, thank you very much.
You know, maybe you should water down the punch for those two.
As you wish.
Oh, Cece, I'm so happy you decided to join our friends.
Friends? Who the hell are these people?
Well, maybe they're more my friends than yours. I guess I better go mingle with the crowd.
Get away from me.
Hello, Barbara. Chuck, so good to see you.
My name's Jack. And this is Bertha.
Oh, you know how I am with names. Nice to see you.
Are you the broad who's throwing this bash?
If you don't behave yourself, I'll have you eating out of grease traps for the rest of your life. I'm gonna go mingle with the other guests.
Hey, can we have some more of those little shrimp things? Come here, you.
I spy the happy couple. I do believe we've caught them in a candid moment. Roll it, Harry.
First I kill you, then her.
Fiona Figg reports. As you can see, here we have what is the most intriguing couple in Santa Barbara today. Gina and C.C. Capwell, preparing the most lavish wedding for the next 2 weeks after a whirlwind courtship. Or should I say, re-courtship. And today is Gina Capwell's bridal shower. Frankly, Gina, I did expect more of a crowd.
Oh, well, you see, most of our guests are out by the pool or taking a tour of the grounds.
Mr. Capwell, do you have any ideas on your honeymoon with Gina?
I beg your pardon?
Do you have any ideas on your honeymoon with Gina?
Oh, very definitely. Oh, she's going to get the thrill of a lifetime.
You know, you two have a beautiful home here. We were wondering about the floor in the atrium. There's a pit out there.
We're redecorating.
She's not worth it. Remember what happened when we let them all get here before?
I'm all right.
Look, Christy, I'm racking my brain, but I'm lost here. Unless this has something to do with Gina. Well, you don't give a damn about her,
This
do
has
you?
nothing to do with Gina, and you know it.
Well, I'm too busy to think about you and Tori. I mean, I got better things to do with my time than to stick pins and voodoo dolls of her and you.
So what are you telling me, man? You don't know nothing about Ellis coming to Santa Barbara.
Ellis?
Marty Ellis.
Oh, you mean the tennis player? They give me a few tips on my backhand, but I think it'd be too expensive for my bank account.
That's cute, Keith, but then you've had a lot of practice, haven't you?
I was on your case when Tori came into town, but that's over. I can hardly stomach you right now. I do not know Marty Ellis. I don't know why he's in Santa Barbara. Why don't you go make faces at somebody else?
Tu sais ce qui is that Gina actually thinks she's justified.
Haley, you shouldn't have gone over there.
Well, I thought I could talk to her.
Well, you don't have to. I don't want you to get caught up in all that fighting and bickering. Just stay away from them, and my family, too.
I want to thank you for sticking up for me, the way you did with your father.
Well, it wasn't your fault. It was my dad's. No, I mean, he sees things through his little Capwell eye. You know, what's good for him is good for the rest of the world.
Exactly like Gina.
Well, I wouldn't say exactly. You know, I mean, I can get furious with my dad, but he's not going to run around and plan some crazy plot just to hurt other people.
Now, hold it. Wait a minute. Your father happens to be hurting Santana. He hasn't taken her feelings into consideration at all. And yes, I agree with her. I don't think...
Well, now, wait. Whose fault is that, though? It's not my dad's.
Your father took Brandon away from her to begin with.
Forget about it. Come on. Let's not make this a contest. Both of our families have a lot to be desired.
Doesn't even seem like we have families.
Well, we're a family. Mr. and Mrs. Ted Capwell.
You don't have to say that because I'm upset.
No, I'm not. I was just saying that we're family.
Look, you know, we have to really make this work for the next year, and, well, at least we're friends, so I think we can.
Oh, wait a minute. If you ask me, I think we should do a lot better than that. Just one man's opinion.
Let's see what this is. Oh, it's lovely. Very nice. Oh, I adore it. It's just fabulous. Billy Light, you are not welcome in my house.
Well, as I understand it, you invited all the members of Santa Barbara social clubs.
I can't imagine there's a club in this town that would welcome you into their membership.
Some of my followers have requested my membership in their various organizations.
And don't you start preaching any of your phony sermons, or I will have you thrown out of here on your holy rear end.
Oh, am I to take that as a gracious request from you to join your party?
You can take it as anything you want, you fraud. Just stay out of my way.
Something wrong?
No, Brick. I'm glad to see you again.
I bet you are. Somehow I find it difficult to say the same thing. See, whenever I lay eyes on you, these bad memories keep coming back. You know what I mean?
I hope someday you'll realize how much I ache for your loss, too.
Cut the act. Television camera, stop filming.
I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You can't control yourself, Santana. You better leave.
I won't let you take my son away from me again.
Maybe you better have another glass of champagne. We can take a walk later.
Kelly is innocent. She's been hurt by all of this, but that doesn't matter to you, does it?
Does anybody know this woman? Dear, what club are you with?
You're not even good enough to touch my son, let alone raise him as his mother.
She seems to have gone off the deep end. Maybe somebody should escort her out?
Oh, I know all about that tape of yours, Gina. I know all about that tape. There's nothing that you won't stoop to.
Just be quiet about the tape.
No, I want everyone here to know just what kind of a perverse worm you really are.
I guess I better go get a guard.
Why, you just keep away from me. Who do you think? I'm not going to let you get away from me. I'm not going to let you.
All right, take it easy. You all right? You all right, Santana?
What do you mean, is she all right? What about me?
Sorry, everybody. She's had a little too much to drink. Brick, why don't you, Yeah, I'll take her. Let's get some air.
Is there anything I can do?
I'm in so much pain. It's my leg. It's the one she crippled. I don't think I can walk at all now.
Glad you came back. I'm in the mood for some answers.
Yes, Cruz is here now, Eden. He's with
that tennis pro, Mr. Ellis.
They're talking?
Just barely. And I'll tell you, it looks like Cruz is very upset.
Thank you.
There is a doctor on the way.
I'm in so much pain, I just can't stand it.
Oh, well, I don't think you have much choice now, do you?
Oh, darling, I know this is tearing you apart. He just can't bear to have me suffer even the teeniest bit.
Yes.
CC, exactly who was the woman who attacked Gina?
Oh, she's a former drug addict, that's right. But she just lost her husband. He gave her up for another woman. I don't bear her any hard feelings.
That's very nice of you, Gina, for all the pain she put you in.
Excuse me. Gina, if you really are in a lot of pain, maybe I can help you.
You? I don't think so. The doctors haven't been able to help me, and they've been trying for weeks.
Well, Gina, I've been fortunate enough to help some people. Let me try with you.
Roll it, Harry. This will be on the 6 o'clock news.
Look, I wouldn't dream of it. Besides that, I don't believe in any of this hocus pocus. Oh, Cece, help me.
I'm nothing but a channel for the healing energy to pass through. Just give it a chance to work.
All right, dear heart. Up and at him.
No, I can't stand the pain.
You don't have anything to lose but the pain, Gina.
It hurts so much.
I know, but I can help you. I believe I can. Please let me. Please.
Well, I guess it might be worth a try. It couldn't kill me any worse than this is killing me.
This is a very unusual bridal shower, ladies and gentlemen. The evangelist, Lily Light, is about to heal the bride-to-be right before our very eyes.
You two are in my home, invading my privacy. You shut that thing off, Al. And you will make me a sideshow out of my home. Do you know that?
I hope the presence of non-believers doesn't diminish my power.
Well, Cece, please, just give her a chance. I'm desperate.
This woman before me has committed grievous acts against others. And now she's paying for it by suffering physical pain brought by her despicable behavior. Let that pain free itself of her so she can see her life. Let it pass through her body so she can find love. Close her eyes.
It was her leg that hurt.
Drive the pain from this creature of God. Let her find another way. Let her feel clean and good and purged of this evil that has caused her pain.
The doctor is here, Gina.
Gina, put your hands on top of mine.
The doctor is here, Gina. You can get up now. And you don't tire yourself, my darling woman.
What? It's gone. Pain is gone. I mean, I would never have believed it. I hated this woman. But you've performed a miracle. I'm healed. I'm not living. The pain is gone. Lily Light has healed me.
Tori, Cruz isn't here.
Good, I wanted to talk to you.
Well, I'm kind of in a hurry.
This won't take long.
I hope things are going better for you.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Nobody should have to go through what you did.
What do you mean, Martin beating me up?
Yes.
You know, Eden, I know that you have been insecure about my past with Cruz and that you haven't liked me very much, but I hope you understand now that my life has not been a bed of roses lately.
Yes, I do. And I'm glad Cruz was there to stop Marty.
Yes, that was lucky.
I called him. I heard you fighting, and it sounded sort of dangerous, so...
Ah. Well, I'm grateful that you just happened to be there.
Actually, Victoria, I came by because I wanted to apologize for the way I've been acting. You see, you were right. I resented your past with Cruz. And I know now that I was wrong, too.
You and Cruz really cemented your relationship on your trip, didn't you? It must have been very rewarding.
Yes, it was. Well, I really do have to be going.
You said that you were in the south of France?
Yes, a chateau outside of Nice.
Pearl said that was Cruz's idea. You didn't start there, did you?
No, I was nearby. Listen, I really do have to go.
You know what I find so interesting? You go dashing off, Cruz goes dashing off, and suddenly, out of the blue, Martin jets in from Monte Carlo.
Well, I'm sure you won't have to worry about Martin anymore. Cruz will make sure he leaves you alone.
I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about who talked him into coming here in the first place. How is Monte Carlo this time of year, Eden?
I'd have thought you'd had it all figured out by now.
Well, I don't. So, you've been set up. You feel cheated. Why don't you tell me who did these terrible things to you?
If you haven't figured it out, you don't want to know.
You know what I think? I think you're blowing smoke, trying to excuse the fact that you had the gall to lay your hands on Tori.
I came back here because somebody told me you and Tori were making it.
Who is somebody, pal?
Why don't you ask that blonde slut you've been sleeping with?
I'm Tom Brokaw. New ideas for treating cancer patients. They may seem unusual, but many experts believe they help. Tonight on NBC Nightly News.
And later tonight, they call it state-of-the-art nutrition. Could a new health program be a health hazard to some people? The story tonight on 1986.
I'm Bryant Gumbel. Tomorrow morning on Today, a look at how to beat on-the-job stress.
I'm Jane Poley. Also, Hugh Downs and golf star Bob Tway.
Join us tomorrow morning on Today.